Welcome to the bright side of the moon, a journey of magic and wonder, and most of all, beauty.
It was October 28th, 1971. Each year, the University of Michigan had a festival on the last weekend of October and would invite known and unknown bands to play. This year, it was Pink Floyd, Quicksilver, and various local bands. Morpheus, a friend who was living with us at the time, had befriended one of the Floyd's roadies, Chris Adamson, who had gifted him with tickets and backstage passes to the show. We all decided to go. I remember looking up at the stage as the roadies scurried around working the final touches for the concert. They were so attractive with their London haircuts and tight Sterling Cooper black jeans and t-shirts and colored boots and velvet jackets. The sound of their accent touched my heart as they shouted to one another across the stage, "Scott, can you get Peter? Can you turn up the sound?" The moment was getting closer as the roadies left the stage. The lights dimmed and the band entered. The audience went silent. The magic began with Embryo, fat old son and David's guitar. Rick's piano pierced the silence held by the sounds of Roger Waters' bass guitar and Nick's drums. We were spellbound as the notes carried around the audience through the Floyd sound in the round. Set the Controls took us deeper, transcending us from what we knew as normal to the world where peace and beauty united us all that evening. Welcome to my memoirs. I want to share with you part of the stories in my book, Memoirs of the Bright Side of the Moon, because it's a journey of learning the importance of creativity and love. I was always a dreamer as a child. I dreamt of being discovered in the soda fountain by a famous film director. Equally, I dreamt that Prince Charming was going to come on a white horse and take me away, and we would live happily ever after. Yep, that's what I dreamt about, and I have to say that it came pretty true. I had been given a lead role in a film, a bit like Easy Rider and West Side Story. I was the girl on the right side of the tracks, discovered and fall in love with the guy on the motorbike. Then there was a weekend in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where I lived, 1971, where we always had a music festival and the Pink Floyd was playing. And you know what? Prince Charming arrived. So after 3 days, we decided we'd meet up in New York City. And as I was being driven down the road away from my mock Tudor house, these two limousines came up, and one blocked the front of the road, and behind they blocked the others, so we couldn't go anywhere, and we jolted into a stop. And I looked up and I had tears in my eyes, and it was these two men running towards our van, and fortunately the soft-hearted director was at my window. And I just said, I can't. Please let me go. Having been talking to them all night, on and off on the phone as I packed, they let me go. And I had to run very fast down the airport terminal to get to the plane on time, and I did. And it was the beginning of something that changed my entire life. You know, we were deeply in love for many, 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 many years. But I've discovered there's something more about love. My artwork and my life and my book is all about that. And most of all, it's about the fact that every one of us is born with love in our hearts. And it's our choice now, so long as you realize it never goes away. And I'm here to remind you, it is always there. So, please tune in. I will send out notifications as we go from chapter to chapter in my book, The Memoirs of the Bright Side of the Moon. I tell you, I will never forget the moment that David came up to me backstage and said, "Hello, I'm David." My heart flopped, and things changed from that point onwards. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.